So which way do we want to go, I guess, is the next question, though, because on the one hand, there's a big bridge and there's the massive base off to the right, but there was a smaller base up to the left as well. So maybe we do the small one first, and that's also up where the iridium all fell. Let's see where this goes. So there's some of these like rocky outcrop areas here, and I think there were crates in amongst them? Yeah, okay. Right, well while I think of it, let's gather up some materials. Get our 321. 3 iron, 2 titanium, and 1 silicon. So then we can make a base. We'll put it up here. So it's a little bit higher up. It's kind of a waypoint area. Yeah, somewhere up here. Alright, and then we want probably 3 iron to be able to... Oh, do we have any water on us? Good. Yes, 2. So, crates we've got in here. Interesting. Oh, fuses. Here we go. Oh, and it's a pressure multiplier fuse as well. Ha ha ha. Ooh, that makes me happy. Ah, can't fit everything in there. Right. Oh, there's more down here as well. Okay. Well, I'm glad I upgraded my inventory of the buggy. So let's just put away... I mean, we don't care about the seeds and stuff, but we may as well just put them in here for now. Actually, no. Let's keep these... Oh, actually, mushroom seeds I do care about. Never mind. As you were, I do want mushroom seeds. Cool. And more fertilizer, too. Alright. Lots of more zeolite, even more zeolite, alright. And now I've got the materials that I can make a locker in the safety base. Another lerma seed, good. So that's another plant rocket without having to deconstruct anything. Okay, and the rover is full. We don't care about squash seeds either. Okay. Rover is full. Let's empty out what else we can from the crates. There was another one. There's just this one here that we didn't quite empty out. That's everything, I think, from this particular cave system. It's just like a little resource cache for the people who were here before, I guess. It's, you know, not desperately valuable, but... You know, we can put a locker in here, and yeah, we don't care about the squash seeds. That's the only thing we don't really care about, though. At least for now. We're making 2 at a time of those. I mean, 3's good for upgrading fertilizer, but I think I've got spare back at base already. Okay. Well, that's that outcropping. What about this one? Is there more in here? No. Okay. Well, let's keep moving around then. So we'll leave that base there. We've got inventory space to make another. So there's this big monolith ahead of me. That's the bit that's up to the side of my base. I guess we should be a little bit more exploratory around here as well, in case there's crates. Because maybe. Anything on the overlook here? No, that's just a little wash that just kind of goes straight down to my base. I was honestly expecting a crate or something to be up there. A little bit disappointed. Like a crashed satellite or something. Right, here's the other base that I saw previously. Oh, there's a crate in the middle. I want more blueprints so I can get more, like, upgrades for my buggy, ideally. Especially the oxygen one. Another crate up here. Oops. And some iridium, okay. Well, we're pretty much out of room already. Well, the crate can stay there for now. Let's pick up this iridium that's over here. And then we can just jetpack down to base, recall my rover, and then just fly up again, to be honest. Ah, now inventory is full. Alright. I'm getting low on oxygen, but I should be able to get around this down to base before I'm critical. So it's literally just down the hill here. There's my drills in the distance. There's the crane. And here's safety. Alright, iridium rod, presumably. Yep. Make one of those. Then we got some more super alloy rods. We've got tier 2 and 3 fertilizer. And a spare 1 as well. Cool. Alright, and now let's recall the rover. Because that's not busted at all. So much zeolite. Okay, that's crazy. I guess zeolite goes in here, so there's actually useful things in there as well. And yeah, more seeds. Okay, mushrooms are good though. So then we have 4 produced next round. Good. Because that's... even numbers are good when it's mushrooms. Okay, machine optimizer. What do we need for that? 2 explosive powder. Uranium rod. We don't have, because we were using that. And then we'll just have 1 loose uranium. I'll bank on finding that, and also I have a lot of rocket engines, so I don't need to make more right now. So that's fine. And then it's just iron and cobalt, which is kind of weird. I think it would be something more advanced. Alright, then put sulfur away. Aluminium. Okay, that's now full. That's not doing any favors, is it? We're going to need another container for more aluminium. Or actually, we'll take the sulfur out, and even the methane, to be honest. And we'll put those down here, because that's where we're actually using them. And I want to reposition the collector to be down here as well, I think. So it's clear you, deconstruct, put the oxygen in here, and then just slap you down in the corner here. It's just this lovely little alcove. Won't fit. Yes, it will. There we go. Good. Now, optimizer. And we have pressure fuse on us. Let's go boost 5 of these things. We don't have the tier 2 yet. I feel that the difference between unlocking the tier 1 and tier 2 is not huge, because I'm sure I've had it before that I've just gone straight to tier 2. But in the meantime, we can boost 5 things. Bang. There you go. 2.2 thousand instead of... where's one that's not boosted? Probably you. 459. Yeah. Excellent. What did I just unlock? 500? Oh, it wasn't the terraformation index, it was tier 4 heater. Interesting there's nothing at 500. Was that biomass screen? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was, I think. We've now got T4 heater, which is nice. So comparison for the heaters is 17.5 energy to 28.5 heat. 51 energy, so 3 times as much. Yeah, 3 times as much for about 20 times as much heat. So we don't even need to deconstruct those. We can just start making some of these anyway. Because the heat track, we want to get to nuclear fusion. How much power do we have? 281. How many of these can we make? 4. 5. Oh, tier 2 ore extractor. I don't think that's useful. I'd love for it to be, but I don't think it is. Because I was only getting iron anyway. Orbital information screen. That's also handy. And then how many iridium rods do we need? We need 2 per. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can only make 3 based on that. And then where do we want to put them, I guess, is the next question. Let's go back. Oh, we want to pick up our rover. Chances are. Go collect some more things. Let's boost back up to where there was more of the loose iridium, because then we can make more rods if we collect more of what we called down from the sky earlier. And much like we put the drills further away from our main base, we might just put the heaters further away as well. They don't have to be all the way up this area, but we did already have a safety base over this somewhere. We kind of want to put it closer to there, though, but we can't move it right now. I can just place down the heaters regardless. Let's just put them down outside this one. So this is like a genetics base. I saw a splicer. So tier 4 heater. They're not the hugest ones yet. 2, 3. Okay, so that's all I can place for now. That's fine. Let's break on in here and see what we can find. Okay, doing more experiments on the blue quartz for some reason. That terminal is not active. I thought it was. Okay, iridium rod, good. Gonna be kind of stingy in what I collect right now. Siege spreader rocket. Nice, there we go. That's gonna blow things wide open. Actually, is there titanium and stuff in any of these lockers? Probably not. Food level, I have beans. I was just thinking I could make a safety base. I'll just pop outside and grab some materials. Yeah. Oh, take that. Fertilizer. Let's just bust our way into all of these. We've just got so much iron on us. Is there anything in here? This feels like there should be like butterflies or something in here. It's not broken. I don't know. But anyway, we need silicon and 2 titanium. And then let's put another safety base down here, just so it's obvious. And we can put a locker in here. Just to get rid of the other iron, if nothing else. That's pretty much the main thing we want to get rid of. Right, so is there anything interesting in here? I mean, define interesting, I suppose, but like, okay, they're doing experiments. There's a splicer thing, like DNA manipulator, but I can't interact with it or deconstruct it. There's crates, whoop-de-doo. Oh, there's a DNA manipulator anyway. Oh, genetic traits, okay, well, I guess that's interesting. It's not really important right now. Maybe I wasn't meant to come here until much later. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I'm guessing I wasn't meant to come up this way until much later. Oops. My bad. We should probably put away other things that we're not actively using as well. Well, we could also just drop the rover down, of course. Only thing I didn't enjoy about terraforming this was the constant black sky and seeing a day-night cycle. I get you. Yeah, I get you. I don't mind it. What else is in here? First, let's eat those beans. I haven't found anything else. I missed this locker. Okay. We can now make super alloy rods again. There we go. I've been deconstructing them, so it's good that I can now make them again. Just in case I need to. Like, I don't mind the black sky in some respects. Because, I mean, it is a, you know, desert moon, basically. That said, by now I should have more of an atmosphere. Like, it is kind of hazy in the distance, but there should be more colour to the sky. I will grant you that. It shouldn't still be a black sky. We should now be getting clouds, and, I mean, we had rain, for crying out loud. That means we should have clouds and a sunset. Was there iridium up here? Because I called down those asteroids. Oh, here we go. All the rocks have disappeared. I don't know where the others went. They all just seem to come up this way, which is really awkward. I think I might want to move my rocket platform back to the other side of my base, because that seems to influence where things fall. I thought it would be based on where I was, but I think it's based on where my platform is. And there's nothing of interest up here. I was kind of hoping for a crate or two. You know what I think this moon needs more of, and that's caves. We do not have... We've got these little bits here. The bits that just stick up a little bit out of the ground, where there's some, like, cache crates hidden. But there's no proper cave systems with materials or minerals or anything. Ooh, those are really good, because now I can make another... I was hoping for another one. Now I can make another one of those heaters. I was looking to make 5. I can make 4 now. Actually, I might even have enough materials to make a craft station soon anyway. Oh, the explosive powder I probably put away, didn't I? No, I didn't have more on me. I thought I did. I'm confused, because I honestly thought that I had enough on me to make more. Oh, I had the iridium. I never went and got the sulfur. It actually made the powder. Never mind. Silly. In which case, let's just fill up the rover and be done with it. Can I fit everything else in here? Probably not quite. Oh yeah, a lot of circuitry. Don't really have that much use for that many circuit boards at the moment, but might need another separate locker just for them. Maybe I leave some up here. I've got so much obsidian too. So where is the obsidian even from? I mean, these are obviously resources that they thought they needed, I guess, and cached here for when they required them. Because there's not that many other resources on this planet. They must have been getting shipments or something in order to make these big bases. Don't know. At least we started fairly centrally, so we can just kind of fly back down to our main base area fairly easily. So more in there, 2 of those, no, 4 of those to make 2 of those. There we go. Now I have what I need to make a couple more of the tier 4 heaters. Good. And then for these 2 heaters, we're going to need 6 superalloy, and we have more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Tier 3 exoskeleton. Okay, what does that require? Osmium, superalloy rod, uranium rod. I have 3 slots still available. So that's useful when I start to get all of the filters and stuff, I think. But for now, not worth it. Don't care. Tier 2 torch. Aluminium, magnesium, and sulfur. You know what? Aluminium. Magnesium. Let's go grab a sulfur. Tier 2 torch. A little bit brighter. Okay. Well, we're set up to go exploring again. What's on the track here? Air filter is at 2 GTI, so we're only halfway there. Growth multiplier. Okay. Interesting. Not that useful, but interesting. Water filter's at 7 GTI? Okay. I feel you should get water before air, because we already have water, right? So why do we have to wait to filter it? Why can't we filter water first and air later? Seems strange. Yeah, we're almost exhausted these tracks. The important ones are now the biomass ones, really. We're almost at tier 2 food grower, which is limited use. And then we get tree spreader. We don't have any tree seeds, though. That's the problem. And we're going to have to find some of those. Or make them... We did get the DNA manipulator, didn't we? Yes. Okay. That's what that uses. We don't have enough power right now. It's more a case of we'd call down more satellites to then get more nuclear power. Got 5 so far. We don't have any energy multiplication fuses. That would be handy. We can make a screen as well for the to view the satellite information now. What do we need for that? Osmium. Oh, microchip compass. Presumably we can make one of those and I just never have. Yeah, okay. Silicon, magnesium, and 2 aluminium. For some reason I have just never made that. I still don't have a compass on my HUD. It hasn't really bothered me. I've not felt that I really need it, because everything is just points of reference to my base, as opposed to cardinal directions. Also, this used to have, like, ice around it, and now it's all open. Can't remember which one had things that were hidden. You. But you're just a tier 2 heater. And a thing with a bunch of materials in. Okay. Mostly aluminium. Okay. Whatever. I can get in there now. For all the good it does me, I can now get in there. Right. Compass. We need one of those. Not going to bother equipping it right now. We're going to instead make with an osmium. Oh, I need another silicon. Okay. See, that's where the tier 3 ore extractor is actually going to be useful. I think I will make one just to then target specific things that I want more of, like silicon. So we can just go, yeah, just get me a boatload of silicon, thanks. Might also want some cobalt to launch up another heat rocket. We'll see. Actually, we were going to make it up somewhere. We can put the orbital information screen up here just to take a look at it. We probably want to have it permanently somewhere, but for now... Oh, there's also the mapping screen. That could also be handy, but we need a satellite for that as well. Orbital information. So what did we have? We've got 2 heat, 4... For some reason I thought I'd sent up more than that. Really? Only 2 and 4? Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we can pump more of those into the atmosphere. Especially heat. Now. But both, really. Maybe we just do a bit of a rocket drive. What do you reckon? But we want to move our rocket platform over the side first, because going up there to fetch everything is going to be a pain. I much preferred it where everything just fell down here. Let's just put the orbital screen down here. We've got all of this disk space now. I think that's probably the idea, is that either the biolab or the biodome kind of becomes your main information area instead of having screens just randomly here. Hello. This is a different color. Is this asteroids or just a storm? I think it's just a storm, but it is a different color than what we've been experiencing, so that's interesting. Cool. We want to go and fetch more algae now. Let's put those in there for now, because we want to be able to fit everything in. We've got all this extra stuff that we don't want on us right now. It's all our heater materials, which I do want to place down, but while I'm here... Okay, we've got a purple storm now, but it's not one that comes with asteroids. Interesting. We're not getting, like, super alloy. God, that would be handy, wouldn't it? We haven't had a single super alloy shower. Maybe we haven't been at the right level for that yet. Osmium would also be really handy, osmium and sulfur. Especially sulfur. Actually, sulfur would be the more useful one of those. Osmium's great and all, but I have a ton of rods. Sulfur I can't easily get from other places, it seems. So I'll make another couple of fertilizer. I need to get the other stuff out of there. Make bacteria samples too. I can make the seed spreader rockets now, which needs the bacteria samples and methane, and that boosts oxygen. I think we want to do that too. That doesn't use fertilizer, so we'll do 3 of those. To do 2 of those, like way too much sulfur. But we do want a couple of those and a couple of those in order to make 2 of those. We've got spare there. Take all of these back out. Take out a couple of tree bark. We're not going to send up the lerma seed yet. So then we need 2 of these. And then we're going to need 4 more super alloy on top of what we've currently got on us. So let's put this water away. Two of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Okay. That should be enough for 2 oxygen rockets. The sooner we get that boosted, the better. Seed spreader rockets. Get you underway. I'm no longer seeing the points. Now that we're into the GTI, we don't get the same feeling of acceleration, which is unfortunate. Until we make the GTI accelerate to the same extent. Alright, now I've got 2 more plant spread or flower spreaders to upgrade as well. Oh yeah, I'll need more super alloy because I forgot that these use an extra one. But that's alright, because we'll pick that up on our way back. of those. And another one here. Cool. And as we can now make more fertilizer. Now, for as long as we have sulfur, that's the thing, is we might have to just go swimming or driving, actually. We'll just take the rover down into the water and collect some sulfur. I think we're going to have to. I've got some more water now, anyway. Right, and then we'll need... So, those are enough to make 2 flower spreaders, and we'll need 6 more super alloy. Which means we might need to deconstruct another rod. That'll give us 2 more flower spreaders. We're going to be out of power soon, though, I think, aren't we? 71? Okay. So we don't have any more standard flower spreaders. No. 71? How much are each of these? 38? Ah. Okay, so we can't do that. What we can do, though, is upgrade some solar panels to tier 2. And we have 40 tier 1s that can be upgraded. 40 tier 1s not even producing as many as 14 tier 2s. We've just got so much aluminium, we may as well. So here's one solar farm, but I'm actually going to go up here instead. We can upgrade one at a time, actually a couple at a time, now that we've moved more stuff from our inventory. Just have to space them out a little bit more. Yeah, it's not the greatest use of materials, no, but we're already kind of locking them up. We've got the extras. Okay, and then we want to do 4 more. You know, it's not like we use cobalt and iron and stuff for anything else really at the moment. Oh, we did have extra in there. That's fine. So we can make more as well because we've got the cobalt spare. In fact, we've got a whole extra container of aluminium. We may as well put it to good use. Yeah, these are not the things that are going to be great for us long term. If we can make another nuclear plant and stuff like that. But it all just contributes a little bit here and there. Don't have to constantly work in numbers of 200s. Right. Tree spreader. We don't have any things. We need to make the DNA manipulator. What do we need for that again? Super alloy bioplastic. We have all of that, sure. So zeolite, osmium, bioplastic nugget, super alloy, and explosive powder. Okay, so we're going to need another explosive powder. We're getting low on sulfur, that's for sure. Yeah, very low. Not the end of the world, except that we want the fertilizer. Right, so we've been upgrading flower spreaders, but now we actually want to back away from that and jump to tree spreaders if we can. But only if we can make the tree seeds, and they do take time. So what do we know how to make? Yes, they're only 125%, but hey, they're better than nothing. And they use some of the crappy seeds. Like tree bark mutagen. Unfortunately, we need sulfur to make mutagen as well. But we can start making some of those for ourselves, because we haven't encountered any other tree seeds yet. Maybe they're out there, but we haven't had them yet. Let's do that. It'll be better than nothing. And we'll just get a tree seed that we can stick in a tree spreader. So we have 2 spare fertilizer, but it's now no longer worthwhile putting them into flower spreaders. Not if we can make tree spreaders, as long as we can populate them. Right, we've got 84 kilowatts available now. We were tossing up in terms of placing 2 flower spreaders. We're not going to do that anymore. But we have processed some more solar panels up. Uprated. The important thing being, how much do we need for another 2 of these, I guess? Over 100. Okay, so we're going to have to do a few more upgrades. Oh. More magnesium. Once again, it doesn't actually matter in terms of the shadowing. Purely aesthetic. I just like them to look like they're getting full amount of sunshine on their panels. So sue me. And we're going to move the rock platform as well again. Good. Next lot. And we can actually do another row in front now instead. Cool. That will have boosted things a little bit more. 240 available. Much better. It doesn't seem like much, but it all adds up. You are 88% finished. Good. Because I'll be going down to the water's edge to place a tree spreader. I'll need another bacteria sample. Ah, okay. So I've used up all my bacteria samples. Never mind. I was thinking I'll go down and place it when I pick up more algae. Nope, I need the algae first. And we can't make any more fertilizer. It's all bacteria samples from now. Oh, inventory full. Oh, I guess I'll drink one then. Almost up to 2 GTI already, so that's pretty good going. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So then you should be finished. Good. And then... oh, we need to make the mutagen first. First mutagen. Now we need another seed as well. Yeah, we just have to hope that we get good stuff, basically. Okay. Now we need... so we need fertilizer and more tree bark. Tree bark, fertilizer. Well, I guess we'd have the 2 out, don't we? And actually you're done as well, so let's put those 2 in there. Cool. And then bioplastic nugget super alloy. So 2 of each of those. Air filter, alright. Now things start getting interesting. What do we need for that? Fabric, osmium, methane cartridge, more... okay, bioplastic nugget we're going to have to make more of. Let's put our tree spreader down first of all. Until we get our tier 2 unlocked. Which will then need tier 2 fertilizer, but we do have a line on some of that. So that's 1150 oxygen, at 97 plants. So what's the tier 2 flower spreader with Tusker seeds? 1300. So it is actually better oxygen if you've got the really good seeds. But plants is only 93, not 43, not 97. So it's half as good in terms of plants. And these are actually more energy efficient, interestingly. Though, given the fact that I do have more of the 400% seeds, those are still worthwhile. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. Let's grab some water out. And then silicon. Good. Why don't I grab 5? I only have enough for 4, I'm fairly sure. Whatever. Yeah, that was whatever. So we need 2 bioplastic nuggets for the air filter. So that means that 2 can go away. We need the fabric out. So can go away. Then we needed osmium, I think. So we're going to have to break up a rod, which is fine. Down we go. I guess we could always try making a tier 2 ore extractor and just slapping it down random places and seeing if it does actually give me anything interesting. Methane cartridge, okay. Alright, so let's see how that progresses. I still think we should get the water filter first. So 1, and then we're also going to grab those and those. Because then we're going to go and make the heaters and drive around a little more. 98%. Perfect. Let's pick up our buggy. Really sure you're empty. Yep. Let's pick you up. I'll do a little bit more scouting because I do want to clear off some more of those caches and kind of work my way back around to where I have previously been. So it's kind of silly in some ways that we're putting our heaters so far away from our base, but never mind. 5 of them, each one producing 538 PK, so that's pretty nice. Now, next thing over here, so we've got the caches to our left. This one here, do we have more things? There's our other safety base down here. That's as far as we got one other trip around the mountain. Okay, seems like this one doesn't have any cave or anything. No, that's just the one that goes all the way down. Okay, good to know. So that doesn't have anything. There was ice over in the side of the map over here at one point. We'll see if that's uncovered anything now that it's probably melted, but I'm honestly not feeling there's going to be much. Because we came flying around here early on, just randomly scouting, after we pushed past the ice and managed to get to the other asteroid areas. Yeah, there's nothing. This is not a very interesting part of the world. No, then we're just looping back around. So then there's the other base over there that we did see a while ago. And then there's the one perched up on top over there. So it's a case of how we get between them. There's the bridge that was by the big mining base that kind of kept going around as if it was going towards the one on the hill. We might also just make a safety base like further along this way just so we have an overlook. Oops, more tier 1 fertilizer, alright. Let's make sure we've got base materials on us. Just need one more iron. Ooh, different texture, okay, so it's like a rocky bit. Alright, down here. Oh, and there's the other side of our oh, there's our drill base. Okay, so we're here. Drill base there. Chasm goes along here. Can we get to the end of it now, I guess? Maybe we go round the end. I almost just want to make a bridge to cross over it safely. Autocrafter. Not very useful. Okay, there's another cache over there. Oh, and there's obsidian here. Okay. This is a good spot for a base. Also, I'm nearly out of oxygen anyway. But for 2 reasons, this is quite a good spot for a base. Don't really use obsidian for all that much, though. Do we have ice on the ground still? No. That's something I hadn't noticed, is I think the ice has now all disappeared. So we've got some crates here. Okay, we're going to need to put down our rover. I just saw an energy multiplier fuse. Well now. All mushrooms too. Could come in handy. Let's just empty everything. Energy multiplier fuse, yes. Oh, cosmic quartz. Okay, interesting. She's just a cosmic quartz. Ah, just the 2. I mean, we can just keep flying around and make another safety base at the point that we run out of oxygen again, to be fair. Because that's kind of our limit. But also the distance we can go before needing oxygen is going to increase steadily as our terraforming goes up. Okay, this is still the big trench, it seems. Guess what I'm learning is there's no point coming this direction any further. This chasm is just dividing the map. I'm going to get around it at this end, but for what purpose? And then I'm going to have to somehow get back again. And I guess that's where I probably want to just construct a bridge of foundations or something. Okay, here's a crate. We don't have much space though. There's more obsidian over here. Yes, there's just more stuff. It's not very useful though. You can see my drills. Problem is going to be reaching them. Let's just grab some iron off the ground and make some foundations. There's another crate up here too. Okay. I want it to be reasonably even so we can just bring our buggy across. Actually, we don't care about that. We'll be flying, let's be honest. This is probably the thinnest point. Okay, this is a reasonably even point here. And we can always put ramps in. But I think foundation grid here is probably fine. See how far we can get across anyway. About halfway. I don't usually go out of my way to make structures or anything in particular. But it's just going to be tedious going down and up the canyon all the time. Because of how the jetpack works, I'm just going to get halfway across and drop. Beehive! Excellent. I mean, that means I'm going to need an incubator first. Almost. Almost made it. Yeah, we want to finish that off. Bring it a little bit closer, and then put a ramp. We can. So let's connect that. Okay, and then we want one more. Yes, we're almost out of oxygen. And... oh, we need 2 for a slope? Why do we need 2 for a slope, but it's only 1 for a normal? The slope is half the size of a normal foundation. It's literally half the size. Why are you... in fact, it's quarter of the size, because it's smaller. Oh, okay, we can just do that, and then deconstruct that. Okay, let's use our oxygen canister. First time we've had to, but we've got some spares back at base. Well, first time we've had to in a while, not first ever. We have an energy multiplier fuse now as well, which is huge. Well, it's not, it's only that big, but... so we have 5 nuclears, all in close proximity and no solar nearby, so all of them will be boosted. What else do we need for that? Oh, more explosive powder. That means we need more sulfur. We don't have that handy. You know what? We know that there's more sulfur on the ground over in the lake. Now, once again, we can observe the interesting point about our oxygen consumption. We noticed it on Aquilus as well. And I think I've noticed it even before. Like, it's 1.9 per second at our current level of terraformation in oxygen drain. However, once we hit the point that our air filter is giving us unlimited oxygen when breathing normally, underwater, that jumps up to like 3.6 or something. It's really weird. Alright, so we can make some more explosive powder. Fusion generators have to go inside. These go outside. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll pop that down there. Put the fuse in. Right, we're not short of power anymore. These are now 497 each. We can get another couple of fuses. That'll be really good. There you go, 873 available. Nice. There. Let's do that. Hello. Is this the... Oh, it is. This is a super alloy one. Okay, well, I'll bite. I'll pick up a few. I'm going to teleport back my rover as well, while I'm thinking of it. Because I have a lot of stuff in here, too. Including Blooper. I want to let most of the storm pass, rather than just running around outside in it. Yeah, tier 2 GPS satellite. Meh. So where are these all hitting? Mostly around here. It's a case of finding a good spot to start picking up some of the super alloy. Hopefully without getting hit. Ow. This is getting hit, and I don't have any more... anything else to increase my health, so I shouldn't actually be dancing around out here. Stay sheltered from the rocks, shall we? Collect some more beans. Okay, well I was about to say the worst of it's over, but that's still pelting down, it seems. At least I'm close to base. If I take a hit and die, I'm gonna respawn pretty close by. Alright, let's see if we can pick up a few of these. I'm not going to get many, that's for sure. But if I can get a bunch of them along the ground here... Okay, so well, I guess I answered my question from earlier. That, I mean, we are going to get them. I wasn't sure what terraformation index I needed. At least what I've got. So it's at least 3 GTI or thereabouts that you can start getting super alloy asteroids. Half of an inventory full. It's pretty good. We're not going to get many others, I don't think. It's probably going to start disappearing already by now. The ones that are up this side are probably already disappeared. Just in case, we'll have a cursory check. I don't see any. No, I mean, ideally we'd clear the ground of everything else, so it's easier to see, but... Oh, here's one? Yes, okay. Yeah, I just see one. That's it. That's right. That's good replenishment. I was getting low on bars or rods that I was deconstructing, so hey, I'll take it. I would have preferred it if it was a pulse crystal shower, but... So we've now got no power worries again for a little while, and hopefully we can get more fuses, or we'll get tier 2 optimizer that can then boost more things as well. When do we get that? We get that from heat. Okay, so that's ticking up slowly. We're getting there. We're almost halfway to fusion. That's a good start. Oxygen, we are nowhere near the tier 2 tree spreader. Not until we start sending up a lot more rockets. And pressure, we are a long way away from the ore extractor. Okay, we're in that kind of lull zone again. Incubator, we unlock at 5 GTI to create new insects with larva and mutagen. Interesting that I already have beehives. So we're ahead of the curve on biomass, it seems. We've produced too many plants, interestingly. Maybe because we boosted them quite a bit previously. Tier 5 heater is a long way away on biomass. We are expected to kind of ramp along this track. I mean, our numbers are pretty good. We've got 305,000 oxygen now. If we put in some more tree spreaders, that'll be good. We can make some more tree seeds. Unfortunately, I guess previous maps, previous planets, we've been spoiled by the fact that when we've done scouting, we've just found tree seeds, like 1000% tree seeds, and we've just slapped those in, and our oxygen has gone through the roof. We haven't found that this time yet. They're probably out there somewhere. We haven't found them yet. We should really make a map satellite now, probably, so we can actually see a little bit where we are and what we're doing, but I'm not too bothered. I think we've got a good picture in our head of what it looks like. We never put windows on the top of the base here, did we? We can look out at the world a little bit. time to save, time to finish up, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.